You saw PESO PLUMA and JOP.
They were like a minute away from meeting each other. That would have been crazy.
I think Musica Mexicana generational run is over.
Only Angel was alone and he saw JOP and you ran up to him, right?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened.
He called him a fat ass.
Who has more hits, Neton or Tito?
Woo, that's a good one.
Ivan's still considered like Musica Mexicana, or is it like...
In terms of the elements that he uses, it's not Musica Mexicana.
En la pared de Agushto Papa S. Agushto Papa S. Agushto Papa S. Agushto Papa
Damn.
I'll bring that up. I'll ask what y'all think about that.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Agushto Papa podcast. If you guys are new to this channel, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Rate us a 5-star on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And also, here's the P.O. box. If you guys want to send us stuff, it's time to fill up these shelves. We're going to put some stuff. I don't know exactly what, but you guys have something
Didn't
cool.
you say that last episode, Pa? That
I would love if someone sends me like a pack of new underwears.
You know what?
Straight
I'm gonna put my Coachella wristband up there.
This might sound like gay or something. I promise I'm not gay, but like,
What y'all looking at me
this
for?
motherfucker does need new underwears because you at Coachella you left your underwears like on the floor. Y tenían hoyos and shit.
Bien balanceados, güey.
Like, oh yeah, you have a mirror.
When they told me I went to the restroom, I had already packed my shit, so honestly I just threw them away. But yeah, like a new pack, I would love if you guys send me that. Size, everybody's wondering size, medium.
Medium?
No, actually, I have a confession to make. I didn't pack underwears for Coachella, so I wore the same ones.
Nah.
But by day 2, they already had caca and shit.
Una lavada en la tina.
And you know how there was a washer? I told myself.
And he took 2 brand new Amiri fits.
Y la muela que pagó. Estoy bien negra. Just kidding, guys. Thank you guys for tuning into this episode. As I like to say, thank you guys for all the support. We have a lot of badass stories to tell you guys. And also, we do have our own playlist on Spotify. Make sure to send your music. Jason at augustopapa.com. Send us an email. Send us the music because we are 100% curating that playlist para andar a gusto. And damn.
Okay, you know what? Okay, so let's say someone send you this song. I want you to know what you do with it.
I actually have access to your email. Let me see.
Okay, hold up.
An email.
Como a las 10. Okay, look, shout out to this guy. We met him at Coachella, so Coachella story. He said, "Good morning, brother. My name is Chris. We met backstage yesterday. I've been meaning to get in contact with y'all because I've always respected you guys' unbiased opinion, and I've been waiting for you to get some of my music to you guys' ear. I've been working on this for 4 years now. I record all my instruments and produce everything here at the studio in Coachella.
Props.
Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you truly fuck with my work. Bump these, please, bro. Any criticism helps, no me agüito."
That should be a segment where we get something from the emails or the playlist.
Yeah, since Jason's not gonna do shit with it when you guys send it to him, I need everybody to comment, gas or ass. We're gonna play this song for 15 seconds. Okay, we're gonna
play.
Huh?
Yeah, the lyrics.
Yeah. We'll
Okay, melody's badass.
Yeah, but what if it gets copyrighted?
I don't think it's released.
It's gonna get copyrighted eventually when it drops.
Oh, it says demo 1. Okay.
Well, you didn't even play the lyrics.
Okay, well, you guys said not to play because they get copyrighted.
Yeah, it could get copyrighted. Even if
All right.
Okay,
well,
but look, you know what? Okay, what's it? Chris, I tried. I'm going to show it to them off camera, but we are going to try to do something with the music. Send it over.
But yeah, guys, as you guys can see by the title of today's video, actually, I don't know the title, but I'm going to tell you guys everything we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Last weekend was Coachella. We had an amazing weekend. Like, a lot of shit happened. We saw a lot of crazy people. Kylie Jenner from Kylie Jenner to...
Travis Scott
to
Charlie SS.
Timothy
Charlie SS.
Oh no, XC.
What's the guy that you were going crazy over?
Timothy Chalamet.
Charlemagne.
You know what? We saw Eli Brown. We saw
No. We saw PESO PLUMA and JOP like within 5 minutes. Like shit went down. Not
Like,
with
they-
them two,
they
but
were
with
like-
JOP and Angel.
They were like a minute away from meeting each other. That would have been crazy.
Damn, imagine we actually recorded that.
No, it would have been crazy because alright, fuck it, let's get started with that story. So I forgot we were all together, but for some reason, I think my girlfriend wanted to take pictures at the photo booth. So then, only Angel was alone and he saw JOP. Like, literally in that same spot. And you ran up to him, right?
Okay, I'm going to tell you exactly
put the video
what happened.
He called him a
I
fat
gotta
ass.
do all that shit. This is exactly what
Fat ass
happened.
is
I know the whole internet's going crazy over this story. He está valiendo verga out of nowhere. I was hanging out with him and his girlfriend.
Andabas valiendo verga many times.
And then they were like, oh, let's take a picture at the photo booth. But then I was like, me too, or not me. But I was like, probably not with me. So I just stood there outside. And I was just standing, minding my own fucking business, just looking at the people because we literally saw so many famous people. So I was just like this, a ver quién veo, you know? But se me fue la onda. I was out into thinking of like food. Not gonna lie to you. I don't know where, in the distance, in my right peripheral, I see Moises from Fuerza Regida. And I was like, oh, that's cool. He came to see the show, bet. And then I looked the other way. And then I look again this way, and now they're closer. And I see that he's with a gang of people. And then I was like, oh, shit, that's JOP. That's fucking crazy. I didn't know he was here. I had no idea that he was here. So I take out my phone, and I was like, vamos a grabar 1 minute TikTok. And then I go like this, but I turn on my flash. So then I literally, to record him, I moved 2 steps. And he sees the flash, so he's like, oh, that's a fucking fan. But I held it like this, and then he saw my face, so he recognized me.
Oh, shit, that's a big fan.
My biggest fan till this day.
Shit.
Okay, and
Mark
then
Henry.
he walks up to me. Like, he approached me.
Pues, ¿cómo no te va a ver?
He's like, you were probably in the way, fat ass.
Angel, he's in this way, acting like...
Okay.
You should have put a green vest.
Cállense a la verga.
Is that my security? No, I'm kidding.
And then he was like, yo, you need security job, pa? You
No
guys
matter.
do that shit. Okay, and then he goes up to me, and I was, oh shit, like I got super hyped because, well, I'm a big fan, you know. I'm a fan.
You know, bro.
I love the music.
For the culture.
And he goes up to me, he's like, hey, and I was, oh shit, Joe P. So I was recording him, right? And then I was like, look who I ran into. And then he was like, damn, pa. How much pounds you went? Like that. And I was like, wait, what? How much pounds did you put on?
He's like, that's crazy.
And I was like, damn, pa, like that. And then that's when he cut me off and he was like, living the good life, huh? Living the good. Take care.
And then
He
he gave him a
walked away.
business card. He's like, here, let me know if you get a security job, business card.
And I was like,
He took the JOP role too serious.
I've thought about 1,700 fucking comebacks, but in the moment, I was speechless, I was breathless, and I was heavy. But it was a wake-up call. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
That was a wake-up
As soon as
call.
I told myself, as soon as I go back on Monday, I'm locking in. I need to lose some weight. Because when you guys see me, and we make the videos, like, I was like, damn, I can see my papada right here, you know? Like, no low key, like yeah, me veo modo,
like a rooster.
me veo gordo, you know? Like, imagine when it starts, like, hanging more and shit. Like, I was like, hey, yo, shh.
Enough is enough.
No more canes. I told myself,
we
enough
try to
is
tell
enough.
We try to
Enough
tell
is
you,
enough.
but
No,
someone,
me too. I feel like my face is getting fatter. That's why I stopped drinking sugar. Does this have sugar?
Fucking skinny-ass people, when they're, oh, my God, I feel so fat.
No, my face got fat.
Yeah, your face.
My
did
face
get
got fat.
No,
watch,
honestly-
I'm done drinking.
Honestly, you don't
swear.
look fat. Like, you just look marihuano.
No.
Like, you look old. And Jason...
I look great.
Jason looks like Squidward's house.
I look great. I just have a broken tooth because I got fucked up.
You
one
look
time.
great?
Great.
Great.
Oh, and then Jason got like monkeypox too, or like at
Dude,
Coachella.
oh, that's a funny story.
Wait, did it go
So he
away?
was
Oh, no, it's
driving.
still there a little bit.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Okay, super quick.
I go on with the story with the PESO PLUMA and shit.
Wait, actually, I told the PESO PLUMA. So
Oh.
I went to the bathroom to check my underwear because I told you guys I've been using the semen. Obviously, like
No
the caca was
way.
accumulating and shit. We were good. And then I go outside.
What the
And then I run
fuck?
into PESO PLUMA. I was like, oh shit, like what the fuck, PESO? No, actually,
It was my girlfriend.
your girlfriend was like, PESO
So-
PLUMA was right there, but I was already gonna walk there. But then I was like, oh shit. So then like I kind of ran, and no one was around them, just like 20 security guards and shit. And I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna go up to him. But then some girl in front of me, like asked him for a picture, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll wait. This girl, like, she took like 3 fucking minutes to open up her fucking app, and you could tell PESO PLUMA was already like, all right, I heard the fuck up, Kenya's about to come out and she's about to fuck you up and shit.
She's gonna think I'm trying to get her number and shit.
Yeah, so she took long, and then like she didn't have anyone to take a picture, so she basically like took it quick, and then like they fucking left after Kenya came out. So I didn't get a chance, but I was like, oh well,
Damn, I think PESO saw me, to be honest, because I was looking at the video that I have. Here's the video. But obviously, he was with his girl. His girl's his priority, and then he left. But I think we did make eye contact.
Dude, I was right next to him. Never once did a PESO look towards us, dude.
He did. What are you talking about?
Dude, I was right
I'll
next
pull
to
up the
you.
video right here.
Yo, el más desconectado con la realidad. Mira, creo que Peso me vio.
You're like those girls that are in the fucking nosebleeds.
I literally just saved it. I saved it.
You're like those girls that are in the fucking nosebleeds and they're like, oh my god, GOP winked at me.
Bro, it's like Raul was obsessed
literally-
with me. We made eye contact 4 times.
Look, we were 3 feet away from each other. He
Y
saw
ni así
me.
te peló a la
like,
verga.
Look.
Ni así te quiso
Look, look,
saludar.
look.
He could have
Look.
just went like this, like that, quick.
No. He was
Ni así.
Nah, his priority was his girl, which I respect him for. You know, obviously he's being a.
He probably didn't even know he was with his girl.
He probably saw you and was like, oh shit, I used to watch SpongeBob too, your Squidward's house.
That's crazy, guys. But honestly, I think it's really dope to see all these famous people. I don't want to like idolize famous people, but
Why not?
at the same time, you got to realize like these people are extraordinary at what they do, and they really mastered their craft. So I think it's about respect. But you know, I think people hate on us for kind of like glazing these artists or whatever they say. But
Kinda.
yeah, I guess we're dick writers.
Yeah, the biggest dick writer ever. He'll do checks on it if he could.
People who hate like that, like they would do the same thing too. Like
Yeah,
you see
that'd be
for
all
real,
right.
I've
Like-
seen some grown ass people too. Like they go to GMP and they're like, oh my god, GMP. And now,
Yeah.
bro, people just say that because you know, I feel like
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like yeah, at some point, like you're gonna grow up and like you're gonna be more like mature, whatever about it. But I'm still like in my last years of being young. Like I gotta do some more dumb shit, because then
Yeah.
later on, like you're gonna have to lock in. Like you can't be fucking 35 and
on TikTok live.
and TikTok live and shit. Like no, by 35. This is over. I'm gonna be on to next. I'll be like I don't know, a banker or something.
A Wall Street
But but what I do want to point out is that literally ran into JLP and Peso Pluma like next to us. Like we didn't chase them down. We didn't fucking do anything to see them.
If
Like
you
they were
would,
right
if you
there.
would have talked to GOP for like 2 fucking minutes,
You should have held it down, pa. Like
It's
what'd you
your
do?
fault. If
What
you
did you do to lose weight? Like,
but
get some
think-
tips.
yeah, if you would have
No,
talked to
because
him
I was
for 2 minutes,
bamboozled.
no, think about it. If you would have talked to him for just 2 more minutes, they would have ran into each other.
On God,
Yeah.
dude, that would have been crazy. And guess what? We would have been there to document it. Clip.
Yeah, and you guys weren't even there, huh?
clip.
Oh, because then after I was like, todavía no me ha caído el 20 of like what JLP actually told me, and I was just hyped that I got a video with JLP, and then I was, oh my God, guess what I fucking just saw, and they didn't believe because you just came out from taking the pictures, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that shit should have never fucking taken those pictures straight up. Yeah, but another thing, okay, those were the big artists that we saw that we know, but there was
I want to mention something funny. We just gotta, you know how Angel, you were helping Danny film the video, and I was with the light. We were all like intact filming Danny, and then my girl was like, "Oh, Peso Pluma," and then boom, we all go. Dude,
that was funny.
Mid video, bro.
that was funny. No, it's because, yeah, again, you get to see all these famous people like just be around you, like I guess everybody's like famous-ish back there, so like nobody's famous,
Yeah, nobody's famous.
Yeah.
but like of course there's levels, right? Like Joe P, like sorry, I spell a lot. I mean Peso, like si se la avienta la gente, still a little bit, but. Yeah, like literally, like Danny was like, "Oh yeah, so I'm going to the restroom." I was like, "The fuck, say something, say something. You fucking get a picture or something." But then also you see a lot of people that you don't know who they are, but you know they're famous.
Yeah.
Like you see people walking around with security and shit, and like their fancy fits. So you're like, "Oh, this motherfucker gotta be somebody." And one of the people, hopefully put the picture here, like I saw that guy and I was like, he's like, "Wait, ¿quién será?" Because he had like 3 security guards, and it ended up being a guy from One Direction.
Oh yeah.
I forgot his name right now.
Yeah.
Pardon the ignorance. But I was like, damn, that's huge.
Mm-hmm. I heard there was a One Direction guy.
Yeah. I know. I was right next to him for like 2 minutes. But I was like, pues ese voy a ser un DJ o algo. But then honestly, like, I think DJs is the most clip this up, I don't give a fuck, overrated thing ever. Being a DJ, like, my toxic trait is I think I could be a DJ if like I train for like a month or I put in the work for a month. I could do it.
Or have someone
Straight
send
up.
you some mixes.
Yeah, like fucking USB Type C in there, power cord, hit play.
Play her down.
It's funny.
Me pongo el pinche casco de la moto. Y
De la
You know
moto
what?
mami.
I took them to see Eli Brown and Zed, and they didn't like it, which I
No,
respect.
I liked it. I liked it.
I did
Well,
it.
He liked it. He didn't like it.
Zed was the one that
I'm just more of a
that we
fan
were-
of live music.
When we were packed,
Yeah.
where like there was like the girls that would come out and sing.
Yeah.
Bro, Zed, my boy. Okay, he played the drums. I give him that.
Yeah. He
But the
was-
other shit, no mames. I could have done that. I might get hate for it.
Respect. That's your opinion. You know, I think music is very subjective.
Or maybe I'm so ignorant that I don't know what a DJ does.
I mean, they're producing, but I mean that's like a whole different conversation.
So like DJ Khaled could be a DJ.
DJ Khaled
is a producer.
He's a producer.
So he could do that.
Yeah. Well, what he's doing is making songs for people to hop on. That's what he does.
Wait, so
he
these
makes
DJs
beats.
do those beats live?
No, they do it through like a DAW, like a Logic.
So they
app.
just press play?
They don't do shit on stage.
So they don't actually like...
No, they No, they're. Well, I don't have 100% understanding what it is, but what I think is that they press play on a song.
That's
they
all I need to hear, brother. That's all I need to hear.
And then they mix it. They mix it live.
What do they do to
They
it?
mix live and then they make the transition. So like while that song's ending, like another one's coming in and they're throwing in effects. That's what I think is doing it. But then there's so many different styles of DJs.
And
But
then,
anyway, okay.
That's why I like live music better. You know, Junior H came out with like a... You know,
Oh yeah, let's
Bandana,
talk
all that
about
shit.
Junior
Like,
H. Let's
let's
talk
talk
about
about
Junior H.
Cornejo too, everything
Ivan
live.
Cornejo,
the
yeah.
two main Mexican acts or Latino acts, Ivan Cornejo and Junior H.
Yeah.
Aside from that, I didn't know anybody. Oh, Shoreline Mafia. Shout out Shoreline. But aside from that, nothing. Y'all going for fucking vibes.
Dude, you know what I think is crazy? I think Ivan's set was super badass. And then I'm going to tell you why. Because I think Ivan Cornejo, it's not Musica Mexicana anymore. It's like literally a rock band. I mean, it is Musica Mexicana.
No, I'm glad you said that because I've been thinking about it too. Like,
But, like-
the past few weeks. I'm
like,
like,
for
damn, is Ivan still considered like Musica Mexicana or is it like indie
Wait, what
now?
makes it Musica Mexicana? I thought
Okay.
he was Mexican.
No. Like I feel like in
My bad,
in terms of the elements that he uses in his band, like it's not Musica Mexicana. Like you don't see a requinto, you don't see a tolo, you don't see a charcheta, you don't see
Trombone.
He has a song with Charcheta.
Yeah. But now he's using like elements of a rock band. He's using an electric guitar, an acoustic guitar. He's using a bass and drums. And then I saw there was someone in the back with the keys. So like I feel like that's elements of a rock band. So I'm saying he doesn't have elements of Musica Mexicana band, which I think it's badass and it goes good with his style because
Yeah.
I think it fills in the noise way more.
Yeah, I thought it was badass too, but that's a great question to ask the fans. Like, do you guys still consider Ivan Cornejo like Musica Mexicana or is it like indie or is it like rock now, like alternative? Like,
Yeah, I think it's a good question. But other than that, I think he killed it. Like he put on a
Yeah.
badass show. Like the effects that they put, everybody goes all out for Coachella, especially like being Musica Mexicana. Like these are the
You gotta put on for the people.
Yeah, these are the very first Musica Mexicana acts to participate in a big ass, the biggest festival in the world. I think it's the biggest festival in the world.
I think it's the most important one.
Yeah, because like if you're the very few Musica Mexicana, you're gonna want to put on a show like this is what our shit is about.
Yeah. Oh, also I forgot. Shout out to El Malilla. He's actually from Mexico City. First like reggaeton artist to perform at
cool.
Coachella.
I like
Shout
that
out to
one.
him.
I like that.
Yeah. I was gonna fucking say something.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
What's that thing he said on the stage? Y pa todos los bellacos.
Damn, era los bellacos y.
Era para todos los... I forgot what the other
Fuck, I forgot it was, but it's like Mexico City shit. Like,
Bellacas, no?
no, it's not. No, it's bellacos and I forgot. But he said he was from like Chalco or something. Like, trust me, not a lot of people make it out from over there. So props to him. He made it on the biggest stage. Not main stage yet, pero
Wait.
pinta pa cosas buenas.
Wait, why do you say that? I'm curious to know why you said like a lot of people from Chalco don't make it.
Okay, I was hoping that he wouldn't bring that up. I don't know if he's exactly from Chalco, but from... okay, let's say I take that back. Somewhere in Mexico City, that's where he's from. I don't know exactly what city, but I think that el reggaeton mexicano or reggaeton mexa is having like a huge surge. I think that it's not worldwide yet, of course, not by any means, but it's already, infiltrating the American market. So I think that's very good. And I think that a lot of them just stay in Mexico. Like there's not a lot of other Mexican reggaeton acts that make it that far. And pues just Mexico, it's just hard to make it out of Mexico.
Well, yeah, guys. Coachella was fun. The Junior H set was super sick too. He brought up Peso and Tito. We thought he was gonna bring out Fuerza Regida too.
saca el pito.
Yeah, he literally just went to, what did he go for?
Who?
JLP.
For the vibes.
For the
He took a
vibes?
picture with Yeet. He's probably making connections for his next project.
He went.
No, I
he-
think-
Oh, he went to see who was the last one? Travis Scott.
Travis Scott.
Yeah, he was there at the Travis
I feel like he
Scott.
went to go see what Travis Scott was doing to like bring some shit to his own tour.
True.
But yeah,
Damn, so he literally just went to cook me?
No, but there's no tour this year.
No, I'm saying for like when he does it.
yeah.
And for the year after.
I feel like there's gonna be no tours this year.
Do you really think Fuerza Regida's only doing 2 dates this year?
No, he's gonna do like 5 though, but he did like 50 last year.
True.
So aside from the Madison Square Garden and the Hollywood Bowl, like there's
Depending on how his album does, he might do like night at the, I don't know, not SoFi, but some other big venue in LA at the end of the year.
damn. Well, congrats to Fuerza too. You know they're doing the Latin American tour. They're doing like Salvador, like Venezuela, and
Guatemala.
stuff like that. Like Guatemala, Venezuela type.
El Salvador.
All right, bringing it back to Coachella. What did you guys think about Junior H's set, and do you feel like it was Coachella standard?
Coachella standard.
Why do you say that?
Yeah. What do you mean by that?
Well, I'm gonna be honest.
Tell the people.
I think Junior H's set was very simple. I think the only thing cool. Okay, Junior H, the artist himself, he's a badass motherfucker. Like he don't need to do shit, but I feel like he could have integrated more elements to the show to make it better.
I know what you're saying.
Like the musicians, they're good. Artists, good, but the show as a complete, it could have been better. Cause I know when you compare it to Peso's show, like what do you guys have to say about it? Since Peso really put the bar high.
No, I get you. I get what you're saying. So, like for example, Fuerza 2 years ago, they were doing like the simple stuff. Then last year they stepped it up with the production and like
360.
360 with the lights. And you're seeing that Junior for the past 3 years, it's been the same.
I honestly think he's just been doing little small upgrades. Nothing crazy though. But like I like him as an artist, but I think his show could be better. And I think his Coachella show could have been better as well.
Okay. What would you have liked to see him add?
I don't know. I think he could have added like
anything?
some pyrotechnics, some lasers, like the screen did look badass. But I don't think it was
Well, that
enough.
was new. The screen in the back.
Yeah, like he had like some really dope visuals on the screen, and we got some inside info that allegedly, Rancho Humilde invested around $200,000 to build and customize the
screen graphics.
Yeah, the screen graphics, which I think were badass, but I don't think it was enough. I really don't.
Damn, I'll tell you this.
What do you guys think? What are you guys' take? And be honest, please.
I'm super honest. We picked.
Be honest, I don't want to be the only one.
We picked the side of the people. I think it was great. He on some bullshit. I'm just kidding. Hey! Okay, I'll tell you this. I was gonna say, hey yo, it was great. Okay, 2 things I want to say, and cut me off at the 1 minute mark. I don't want to ramble on. 2 things I want to say. First thing, there was no corridos. There was no narco corridos played. Last year, he was a special guest with Peso, and they played El Azul, which was clearly narco corrido, and we had a ball. It was a good time. It was everybody loved it. This year, he does the reverse Uno card, and he's the one that brings Peso. They played Luna Dile Tu. I forgot what it's called. Luna. That's a huge contrast. It was all sad songs. Nobody knows what's going on in the genre right now, where we stand with corridos. It's all a blur. But for the meantime, there was no corridos. Disfruto lo malo, but no narco corridos at Coachella, which is crazy to me. Other thing, yes, I think it was simple. I think he turned his back to the crowd a lot. I was trying to record him, and I would just get like his back. Other thing, and I was like, you know what, but it's Junior, whatever. But looking back at just last year when we saw Peso, that should change my life. It's recorded. I said that should change my life.
That's what I'm saying. Like compare the production, compare the energy, compare the show.
It's night and day. Night and day times 2.
I feel like for us, since we go to so many shows, that's why we like criticize a lot. For example, we saw Tito at Ontario, right? And he really like stepped it up. He brought some dancers. He brought like special guests. Like the shit in the back. And then we saw Tito in Bakersfield, and like there was no dancers. Like it was not the same. So
he didn't get drunk.
For me in Bakersfield, like that show was pretty boring. But the one in Ontario, like I thought it was pretty good. So I feel like all that shit really matters. Who he brings out, and like the dancers, they came out for like Dembo Bellico. They didn't come out for Bakersfield. So I think Junior could. I don't know. Maybe what could he do?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not the artist. I don't know what to say.
I feel like the fans do deserve something different this year.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he's gonna drop a new album, but for the past 3 years, I feel like it's been like the same songs too.
Imagine they never invite us again for shit.
No,
But this is like.
and that's fine. That's fine. Si no, pues,
Is it?
Pues,
Is it? Is
not
it fine?
I still want to be invited.
Oh shit!
Hey!
No, but I
Okay.
get you. I feel like the fans do deserve a little bit more this year.
But then again, you guys, the people that've been to Junior's show, back to back every year, like let us know what you guys think about
Yeah, there you
Junior
go.
H's
I like
tour. I think at the end of the day, this is our opinion. This is what we see. We, like Diego mentioned, we do go to a lot of shows, but like, what is it? What is the experience like for the people that go once a year? Maybe
No, 'cause-
maybe you guys are really satisfied and you're like, oh, y'all crazy work, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, because Junior's song, like, denle una pinche bocinita, un micrófono, y pues uno va a llorar, las canta a todo pulmón, de todo corazón, and you have a great time.
Yeah.
But then you see some other shit that other artists, okay, just right away, PESO Pluma last year, like, fucking killed it, like the and then it was like 1,700 dancers, like, motherfucker, and then the
Oh yeah, like
bro, like,
yeah, that's
I damn near cried, I wanted to
like
shed a
that.
tear. Mexican music has never been that up.
And you know
And
what?
then you go and you see a regular show. Like, I wanted Junior to, like, I don't know if you guys have seen when they make the hole in the stage and then, like, the artist
Just jump out.
jumps. Like, imagine, like, he just fucking does that and then he goes, psh, and then he lands and he's like the car would have gone fucking static, And then
Yeah.
you hear the trombone of Tres Botellas start going. Like, I would have fucking passed out. That's what I wanted to see.
I think it would have been cool to see Junior go down to the public. Not like exactly with them, but like, how there's a rail.
He stayed in the.
Oh, he didn't walk.
He didn't walk.
Yeah, he didn't walk.
He walked once.
He walked
Damn.
once, yeah. So I think he could have been more like
Closer.
interactive, and that's what people like. You build those moments very one-on-one. If he gave, let's just say like Junior actually gave, 5 of his fans
A rose?
a rose, like
I
that
would've
shit.
passed out.
That shit would have gone viral as fuck. But like, everybody has like their way of thinking. I think it could have been more engaging, personally.
Yeah, so you guys let us know down below in the comments. It could be us too. We go to so many shows, but maybe you guys agree with us too.
Maybe you guys are saying we're tripping.
Like, y'all tripping.
Yeah, because I feel like some people might be like, "Oh, well, Junior H doesn't need none of that."
Yeah, he
So-
doesn't. Because look how many he pulled 100,000 people. I don't know how many people it was. He did all that with no pyrotechnics, no smoke, no this, no that. So does he really need it to keep going? No. Would we love to see it? Yeah.
Definitely.
And last thing, and I think he didn't walk again because they were setting up the stage for Post Malone. So I don't know if you guys se percataron that when he went down, like it was an empty hole.
Yeah, there was a gap.
Yeah, so like I thought he was gonna jump that shit or something, but I was like, yo, he wouldn't do that.
Oh, maybe.
So I think as soon as he saw that the stage wasn't like completed, he was like, hey, yo, I'm just not gonna come here no more. Maybe that's what it was. But yeah, I feel like it was kind of far. Like I would have loved if he went down on the grass and gave everybody a fucking high five.
Dude, that would have been dope.
Yeah, because even though we were like kind of all the way in the front, like he was still pretty far as fuck.
Yeah. Imagine the
So
people
imagine the
that...
people that are like 3 miles away and shit.
Yeah.
Damn, we're all the way in
3
the front.
miles
Look all
away.
the shit we had to say, huh? See, just because it's the show, we choose the people. We choose to be.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
people.
And I feel like it's important to say these things because, like, people tune in because they want to know what we have to say.
All right, guys, now we're going to go on break. But before we go on break, today we have a special performance by Los Nuevos Ilegales, which they will be singing one of their hit songs,
Yeah.
Dicen de mí. Back in the days, we used to listen to that song. It's a banger. Make sure to check it out. So give it up for Los Nuevos Ilegales.
It's good. Gracias, viejones.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Somos amigos, los nuevos ilegales, y queremos agradecer por el espacio a nuestros amigos de Agushto Papa. Muchísimas gracias a todo el equipo. Y esto es Dicen de mí. Dicen de mí que el dinero me ha cambiado y eso es malo. Considero que es mal gacho andar hablando de la gente que sabes que te ha ayudado. Yo no olvido al que a mí me echó la mano. ¿Qué les diré? Soy joven pero también bien cortero. Inconsciente siempre estoy de lo que digo. Y si hay alguien que se sienta que ofendido, invitados están a agarrar camino. Quieren que me porte bien con los que un día me humillaron, tantas cosas me aguanté, pero todo ya ha cambiado. Amistades suelen ser las que siempre te acompañan, las que siempre están contigo. En las buenas o en las malas, el amigo no te juzga, no te critica, no te da la espalda, ese no siente envidia, el amigo es el que está. cuando tú lo necesitas. Sigue mi fe, la gente a pesar de lo que me han hecho, visto porque ahora le soy sincero, y en un mundo que nadie tiene respeto, si eres de eso no saldrás del agujero. Sé lo que es, la conciencia se sirve en un plato frío, y aunque frío te lo comes despacito, la inocencia desde 5 la perdimos, malo o bueno yo nunca me he arrepentido. Y el que me porte bien con los que un día me humillaron, tantas cosas me aguanté, pero todo ya ha cambiado. Amistades suelen ser las que siempre te acompañan, las que siempre están contigo, sean las buenas o las malas. El amigo no te juzga, no te critica, no te da la espalda, ese no siente envidia, el amigo es el que está cuando tú lo necesitas.
Dicen de mí que el dinero me ha cambiado y eso es malo. Considero que...
es mejor de estar hablando. Guys, we used to listen to those songs when we would drive to the gigs.
Quieren que me porte bien con los que me
Me miado.
All right, guys,
¿Pero no
now...
se me ha miado?
Pero el niño está bien cagado. Sí
Oh.
huele muy malo.
Anyway, let's switch topics.
Switching topics to, you know, what's ever trending on the internet about corridos. You know, Luis Serra had a show. He didn't sing any corridos. He sang just like Amor Eterno and like all those other like love songs. People were upset.
Tatuajes en mi
He
llevo todo.
He destroyed his instruments. It was like thousands and thousands of dollars worth of
Y luego como le dijeron,
instruments.
¡hey, un corrido! La de, ¿cómo se llama? La de si más los Usmanes a un carro en caliente. Y él dijo,
No. It's like, no. You know, and,
No
we,
way.
mentioned, and we mentioned
No
too, you know,
way.
Junior actually didn't sing any corridos. So people are like, you know, they don't want to lose their visas. Fuerza Regida posted a video and they were like, hey, you know, los corridos no se acaban aquí.
y todos, porque tú tienes papeles.
Well, guys,
so I think
we should play the clip first.
And to mention one more thing too, the Mexican president Claudia Sheinbaum said that like they're not prohibited. So they're not singing corridos like not because of like the president, you know, like in the government, like it's because of them. So
You know what?
No, you said it kind of weird. You said it's not because of them, it's because of them.
oh shit. So they're not singing corridos because of the government.
No. Okay, this what made it confusing is because when Luis R. made the thingy, you know, like su comunicado after they fucked this shit up, was that, oh, you know, nos agarramos a lo que dice la presidenta de que ya no hay corridos, yada, yada. But I feel like he just wanted to get a head start. Pero no es de que ya no permitan los narcocorridos en México. La presidenta está haciendo una iniciativa para promover la música que no haga apología al narco. You know, dijo canciones de amor, dijo canciones de desamor, type shit.
Felicidad.
The reason that they're not doing it no more es porque a varios ya no les llegó la visa. What does that mean? Luis R. es de Sonora, es mexicano. Tiene visa de trabajo y tiene visa de turista para venir a los Estados Unidos, que le permite hacer sus conciertos en Estados Unidos. But the United States government will be like, oh, sí, hacen apologías y los Guzmán les mandan y esto y lo otro, lo van a hacer, ok. Pues ya no vienes acá. Y quieren seguir ganando dólares. So that's why they stopped. It's not that the Mexican government prohibited. It's that they want to be good sports and they want to keep their visas. So they're stopping.
I think it's business smart.
That's what I think. And that's
But then
as
again,
of the moment.
I think they're
shit
gonna
can change.
I think it's business smart for them to, you know, stay quiet and not sing corridos so they could keep their work visa in the U.S. But then also, I feel like little by little, they're going to start losing their public in Mexico. But then again, like you said, I think it's better to work in the U.S. than in Mexico because why? The value of the...
Pero es que le va a ir en chinga porque... Dime una canción que no sea un narcocorrido de Luis R. en los siguientes 10 segundos.
I don't know.
3, 4, 5,
I don't know.
6, 7. Would you spend $300 to go see him for a song that you don't know?
No.
Probably not.
I think it's gonna be
No,
tough.
but I think this has to do more with than just the visas. I don't think it's just
Yeah,
about the
100%,
visas.
100%.
I think now
Allegedly?
that they're allegedly. Thank you. I think the government, the U.S. government, really wants to. I mean, I think I don't know which government, maybe both. They really want to like get to the cartels now. So now, since like they're like, oh shit, this music talks about the cartels. Like even if it's Fuerza Regida, like whoever it is, it's not just Mexican artists. I think they're just like, how should I say this? Oh, you wrote a song for example, El Mencho. How'd you get this information? Who'd you talk to? How'd you know about this? So I don't think it's just about like the visas. I think it's just in general about the music. Like, how do you guys even know this? How'd you guys get in contact?
Yeah, so allegedly, that's what I think the government's probably going to try doing.
Por los guachos.
Look, I get it. I get a little bit of both sides, you know, like, it does seem like reasonable of what he said happening. I think van a ser momentos turbios. I think that the more songs you have aside from narco corridos, the better off you're going to be. You know, we already saw Junior H pull off a Coachella performance without a single narco corrido. Yeah. He's good. I think, good. Yeah. Another one that no tiene papeles is PESO Pluma. He's not going to announce it, allegedly. But ya no van a escuchar otro narco corrido de PESO Pluma. And he's not going to perform there no more. But I also think that if he doesn't announce a tour, he might not. Here's my hot take. Y pueden decir mamada o no mamada.
No, I agree. I know what you're going to say. I agree.
PESO Pluma is not going to announce a tour this year. He's going to take the JOP route and take a break. He wants to, allegedly, everything is alleged. He wants to see where the market stands, where the corridos or no-narco corridos stand, and he's going to go off that next year. Because he announced a tour next month, he doesn't know if he could sing El Gavilán or not. La Pipo Uno, La Pipo Dos or not.
That's a really good take. I like
so
that.
He's not... Jason's life on the line, he will not do a full-on tour this year. I tell you that. Yeah. And who got really lucky is Tito, because I don't know exactly where he's at with the fechas, but I know he's on his last dates already. You know what I'm saying? He's already towards the end. Él ya cantó El Gavilán, and he's already off. He's already off the hook. Yeah. And he is already off for this year. He could just say, oh, pues mi tour yo la hice.
Wait, question for you guys. I like what you guys said. Since can American Mexican artists sing corridos?
American?
Oh yeah. Can Mexican American artists sing corridos since like they have nothing to do with?
So for example, Fuerza Regida, right?
Fuerza Regida or like Edgardo, he's from Arizona.
Yeah, so I think kind of how I said earlier, I don't think it just has to do with like being Mexican and like having the visa. I think it's
allegedly
about, like Fuerza Regida, like singing Mi Terra en Culiacán. It's like, hey, like how the fuck do you know about this information? Like, where'd you get this? Who paid you? How did they pay you? Like if they're trying to get to like these cartels and they're like, oh, Fuerza has this information and they wrote a song for them, they're gonna come after Fuerza.
Yeah.
You get me?
We don't know what coming after them would look like.
Yeah, we don't know what it would look like or how.
Yeah, and then to answer your question also a little bit, is like they're not gonna get to them as like, oh, you know, we're gonna take away your visa. Like he doesn't have visa, he has citizenship. He has a United States citizen, but they could still be like, ¿lo conoces? Okay, ¿es tu primo?
¿Tu primo?
Allegedly. So I think that would, and then of course nobody wants to be involved in that, you know.
Yeah, I mean, Fuerza was smart for like. They already said like months ago, almost a year ago, that they weren't going to do any narco corridos.
But then they saw the opportunity since they have papers to say que los corridos continúan.
Yeah, but but they said that, but they're not going to do narco corridos.
Nah. Yeah, because he said there was a difference between corridos and narco corridos. Remember that?
Yeah.
For the Expantia preview.
Expantia?
Yeah, I don't know how you say it. I still wouldn't know.
I think we need to find that out, but...
Damn, I should have asked them that, huh?
Anyway, guys, I want to show you guys the video of cómo quedó el escenario de Luis R. Conríquez, because...
All right, let's play the clip.
Pa la verga. Hold up, give me a second.
Dan, do you guys remember how like 2 episodes ago we said that like more shit's about to go down and like artists are gonna start getting in trouble?
¿Y nos hicieron caso o no?
No, they called us.
All right, this is it.
Goofies. Y ya les enseñó cómo lo iban a hacer.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. They're telling him, culo, culo, culo.
Yeah, so I mean, even if I've even seen some like pages post that allegedly ya le quitaron la visa a Luis R, ya le quitaron la visa a Grupo Firme.
Okay, I could allegedly tell you this. He hasn't done, since Los Alegres del Barranco thing happened, he hasn't done a tour. He hasn't done a date in the United States.
But,
That's what we know.
no, but yeah, he hasn't done a date. He already announced
Pero ya canceló.
he's already canceling. So yeah,
We don't know why.
Yeah, even Grupo Firme too. I think there was more artists. I just can't remember.
No, not Grupo Firme.
No, Grupo Firme too, no?
Grupo Firme, I don't know why. Okay, actually, I can't guarantee 100% if they were in La Mañanera thing or not. But they were doing promo for a date that they have in Tijuana. And le preguntaron, you know how the fucking reporters be asking wild that shit. Le preguntaron, oh, ¿y tú qué piensas de los narcocorridos? Like, si van o no van? And then he was like, oh, pues. And then he was next to the manager, the guy with the glasses, I forgot his name. And he was like, no, pues los narcocorridos, ¿qué piensas de la que la presidenta ya no quiere los narcocorridos? No, pues está bien. Pues no, nuestra línea y las canciones que cantamos nosotros, pues, que son narcocorridos, pues son historias ficticias. Se fue la pantera, like, la pantera no existe. Y Misael was like, a la verga. Yeah, he was like, shut the fuck up.
He cooking with that one.
Yeah, it was funny.
And this is one of the statements that Luis R. had to make after the whole movement.
La gente que va a ir a mi concierto, de aquí para adelante, no voy a cantar corridos. Así, fíjense. O sea, estamos aquí frente a ustedes y somos quienes somos. La neta, gracias a los corridos de superación personal. ¿no? Así empezamos con corridos de superación personal, que esos corridos no están haciendo nada malo, pues todo bien, esos corridos sí se pueden cantar, no hacen apología a nada. Pero ya saca un corrido y cae uno, y entonces pues a lo mejor sí. Pero pues todo bien, ni pedo. ¿Qué vamos a hacer? Para que sepan, la gente que va a ir a mi concierto, de aquí para adelante, no voy a cantar corridos. Así. Pronto que hay gente pues, que si se agüita, obviamente yo me agüito, yo que les canto a ustedes. Que yo sé que ustedes van a escuchar un corrido mío, una canción, pero pues no se puede hacer nada, ¿me entiendes? Son como que, si vas a cantar un corrido, te van a apagar el sonido y te van a, ya no te van a meter una multa, pues te van al bote, para que sepan.
Yeah, even too, not only are they going to stop seeing corridos at concerts, but they're also going to stop releasing corridos.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think we're going to get El Azul 2. I don't think we're going to get...
Se canceló, pa.
Yeah.
Damn. So what do you say? Mark my words, El Azul 2 ya no va.
Okay, question for you guys. Since all this is happening with corridos, and I think corridos was a big reason why Musica Mexicana, went global, do you think Musica Mexicana is going to go down?
I love that you... Damn, Jason. You're redeeming yourself from yesterday's post. Yes.
Yeah.
I think the generational speed at which Música Mexicana was growing stopped. Lo agarraron. Música Mexicana was running y lo agarraron. Sape, cálmate, siéntate. Yeah.
Your take?
Yeah, I think so too.
Damn, that's fucking crazy, guys. We were like right here, and then valimos verga. But I feel like stuff like this is kind of inevitable because of the politics and because of our culture, Well, I wouldn't say our culture because, I was born in Mexico, but like I didn't.
Siempre son los más morenos.
I didn't grow.
Siempre son los más morenos. Like, motherfuckers are coconut, bro.
¿Qué va a decir? ¿Qué va a decir? ¿Que es de Santa Bárbara o qué?
Never heard about that?
Soy un pinche Hershey bar.
Brown on the outside, white on the inside.
I'm a crunch bar right now.
Nah,
but like,
Jason always be acting like
look,
that.
look.
He's gonna say he's from Newport.
No.
Where's your...
It's
Like
because
his middle name is Carlos.
Look.
Like, díganme Charlie.
No, it's because there's actually people that live that lifestyle. I can't say that I live that lifestyle,
Wait,
So
what culture are you referring to?
I'm talking about like the culture in Mexico with the narcos and all that stuff, like, Charlie.
No, dude, do you guys think it will get to the point where all narco corridos will be taken down from all digital platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, shit?
Damn, you know what? No.
No, I think
Spotify, they're gangster. They don't give a fuck. No, I think no va a llegar al punto where there's a law. I think there's just going to be like sanctions.
you know
like,
what?
Like,
This is a good opportunity for you to get your cumbia, pa, and go viral.
Nah, I ain't hágale un tamborazo or something.
Tamborazo.
Bro wants a corrido, like, for what? No has hecho nada. Ni te lavas los calzones. Like, bro, get any artists watching, make him
Make him a fucking salsa, pa.
háganle una salsa, una cumbia,
And yo
un
quiero un
tamborazo,
burrito again.
el manicero 2.0.
okay, look, if anybody makes me a cumbia or any type of song, cordialmente bienvenido to play it as our halftime performance.
Damn, so
there you go.
We're gonna get a whole bunch of like, you know what?
Guaranteed halftime
Música-
performance.
Lolita
Music-
jugaba.
Musica Mexicana artists are gonna move to pop.
I think it's just gonna be lifestyle corridos like Gervonta, you know? I'm saying like, oh, y me gané mucho dinero en
Yeah.
mi trabajo construcción y todos me
Oh,
la pelan y
like-
nos vamos a
like-
Las Vegas y ganamos mucho y
Yeah.
morritas y fresitas.
Like,
Like, fuerza corridos.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, ya no va a ser...
I was gonna say like Los Hermanos Espinosa. Like those type of corridos, like Trabajé Duro, like Luché por mis...
Trabeje duro.
Trabajé Duro.
Jason.
You know, I was
Jason-
guys, I was doing
fucking
something.
told me, bro.
You know what?
Like,
I know
next
we're
time-
on no sabos, but this dude is like a George Lopez, bro.
Yeah, like he's
George
like,
Lopez
he's
is
like a
crazy.
Mario Lopez. No, mames.
I don't know if you guys have seen On My Block.
Dude, he's
Like
like...
every single character is Jason, like Abuelita.
Yeah.
You know what, guys?
Like, abuelita, quiero unos chicken nuggets.
It's porque I feel very cansado, hermano. Like that's Jason.
Yeah.
bro.
My bad, guys. You know, next
no,
time
not my bad. Work on it.
I'll just stick
Yeah,
to
work
asking
on
the
it.
questions. You know, Armano.
Oh, and also too, I don't know if you guys know, but Neton Vega has officially passed Junior H, Nathan Elcano, Tito WP, and he's about to pass Fuerza Regida in monthly listeners.
¿Quién le falta? ¿Fuerza y peso?
Le hace falta Peso, Frontera, and Fuerza.
And another thing that you guys, I think it was either Chewy or Brandon said, that they're independent. Or who said that?
Neton's independent.
100% independent.
He has a distribution deal
Yeah.
with Downtown, but
Shout out Downtown.
Josa Records is his.
Yeah. Yeah, so like, motherfucker's gonna get like he's gonna a stupid bag. He's gonna be like, he's gonna get one of those Drake planes, like Air Drake type shit. Like
That'd be
everybody else
fire.
is still gonna be like on the regular private planes. That motherfucker's Air Force One.
This kind of
It's because the standard percentage that a label takes from an artist is about 80, right?
About 80, I'd say.
Or more, like 90, 80. An artist makes like from what we were told, like from
From Top Dog.
a big dog, it could be an artist gets from like 8% to like 20ish.
Yeah. Depending on what stage of his career they get him. Like if they're just like, oh, ese cabrón tiene una estrella. Let's sign him.
they get you in a
They
360.
get you on a like 8 to 10%. If you're a more established artist, you know, like, well, not Neton, you know, he's already like hell up there. But think of like a medium-ish artist.
Like maybe like if you were to sign Chinito Pacas right now level.
Yeah, like let's say now, you know, like you didn't discover him. Like you signed him now, you know, you'd give him a 25.
Yeah, and I feel like now that he's independent, you know, he keeps most of his money. But I think it's important, which I think he has, is establishing good teams like a PR,
Yeah.
you know, a marketing, like a tour manager, like, you know, he already has a distribution deal. Like all that stuff is good. A managing deal, like all those stuff is gonna like account to how successful he could become, you know?
Okay, and then he's on a fucking generational run, right? Like El Tres, Pati, all those songs. He has a work visa. He literally told us personally that he's about to announce, or there is, you know, in the works, a US tour. ¿Qué canciones va a cantar?
Aquí andamos en Jalisco, préndense en el tiro a ver si salen
Dios, fuck, you know?
No, but they're not gonna let him
Morenazo de un pez el vaso, como mi jefazo. Puro sereno, mano mazo. Bien calado.
Bro.
You know, that's one of my biggest pet peeves about you. Like you don't know the fucking lyrics, no matter how many.
You know, it's because I always sing it my own way. Like,
Yeah, but like, why?
just more creative to make up your own lyrics. Like, just like how when we rap and we roast you, like, that's what I'm doing.
No, like
I guess. I'd be fucking pissed.
Like, you know what he says when it's like, tú eres mi Barbie y yo tu Ken de acción? He says, yo soy tu Barbie y tú eres mi Ken de acción. Like, do you realize how like that's wrong? Like, you're calling yourself...
You know how pissed I'd be if I was Torreon and like the only one that made it out was Jason? Like, the only thing I got to say for my state is Jason made it out.
Hey, shout out to all the people from Torreón, Coahuila.
Well, Jason y Navarrete show.
You know, Navarrete show está duro right now.
¿Cómo sabes que está duro?
They carry... Whoa. Está duro el
Hey,
compa.
collab. You know, a little collab right here.
They carrying Torreon right now for y'all.
They carry Torreon 'cause-
Mexican American.
Yeah, but once again, you know, going back to it, it's unprecedented what's going on because all these artists, you know, it's exploding like never before seen. And all of a sudden, no, but like straight up, like, can a Don do a U.S. tour?
Yes.
Damn, I think he still needs corridos.
A little bit more songs?
I mean, of course he got local.
No,
That's
because
crazy work.
I think that...
Yeah, but like how long is gonna his
Okay,
story
but
gonna
think
be?
about it too. His catalog, Tito's catalog is not even that big. And
That's true.
He has like one album and a few singles.
He has like 20 songs.
Who? Okay,
And then
question.
Neton has like an album too and like a few singles.
Who has more hits, Neton or Tito?
Woo, that's a good one.
Chewy, answer this question behind the camera.
Neton or Tito?
Who has more hits, Neton or Tito?
I think they're like this right now.
What do you mean hits by like?
Like putazos, like
No, yeah, like hit songs.
Like-
Que la gente pues no. Canciones que digas, oh,
like songs that went fucking viral.
que la gente coree, pues. Yeah, that's a hot take.
Okay, let me ask you guys. Who do you guys... Oh, we know who's number one in monthly listeners. Peso, right? 42.6 million. Who do you guys think is second?
Nata. Oh no, actually.
On what?
A monthly
What listeners? Frontera. Is it, I don't know. Is it?
I think it's Nata.
No, it's Frontera, 33.8. Who do you guys think is in third place?
Fuerza.
Fuerza.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm in my way.
Fourth place?
Fourth place?
Tito.
I'll give you Tito or Junior.
Meton, 30.8.
Yeah. Okay,
Fifth?
fifth. Neton. I mean, my bad. Tito or
Junior.
Karin Leon, 27.3.
Damn, ese Karin anda con todas las mamadas.
Sixth,
Junior.
Junior or Tito.
Junior, 25.8.
Then Tito?
And then Tito and then Nata,
How many does Nata have?
23.3.
23.3?
Nata has 23.3. Tito has 24.1. Junior has 25.8. Karin has 27.3. Neton has 30.8. Fuerza has 32.3. Frontera has 33.8. And Peso has,
Damn, you know, I give my hats
How many does Peso have again? Sorry.
Peso has 42.6.
Okay.
hats off to Fuerza because they're Mexican American and they cater to two regions, you know, the American and the Mexico. That's fucking badass.
Okay, from that list, which one impressed you the most, whether good or bad?
Frontera.
Because they're up there, huh?
Yeah, they're up there. I feel like people don't really see them as up there, but like
I
they
think
have a huge-
Karin too. Karin
Karin
too.
went down a lot too, but because he was
Like he's gonna be last year he was at Stagecoach, no?
Frontera's gonna be
he
like
was
a
at
Karin.
regular Coachella.
Frontera's gonna be like a Karin for sure. Like I feel like Frontera has a lot of fans in like Brazil and shit like that.
Yeah, I already told them they're going to be a household name. They don't have to drop anything anymore. They could tour.
They already have like the hits.
But
Nah, they
I
have
don't
so
know, I
many
don't
hits though.
know.
Frontera has so many hits. I was listening to the album on the way back from Coachella and no mames.
who?
I hate when you're on Ox, Jason.
Frontera.
You don't ever let a song finish. Like, do you guys hear when you guys are with your friends and like he's on Ox and like they just don't let the song finish? Like, bro, you play this shit for like 30 seconds.
I can't say shit because I feel like I have the worst Ox game ever. But damn, I was gonna say
No, I think Diego has the worst aux game.
I just play the same shit all the time.
Yeah, he plays the same thing all the time. Like,
But like,
dude, when we had to listen to Elvira every day for fucking
yeah, and then you guys see Oscar Maidon. Oh, Oscar Maidon, Elvira, porfa.
yeah, but like you
yeah,
can't
because we
burn
were in
them
the
up.
video. Damn, you know what's something crazy? And we look up the name. We have to. So you know how we did the scene of the Elvira?
Mm-hmm.
You know, okay, you know how I was like, okay, and you guys looking up the scene at the diner. We're on one booth, and then Oscar Maidon's like another booth talking to two baddies. What happened?
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna be like, actually, Oscar Maidon's on top of Nata right now.
How many?
3.6.
I was actually gonna ask where's Oscar.
Shit.
Nah,
All right, keep going. Run it back.
and then you know how there was like he was talking to two baddies. And like they did that scene where they walked past us, and every time I was like, God damn. It turns out that one of the girls was that walked out.
That walked out.
Yeah, like the scene, like the ones that he was talking to.
She remembers that she told you.
No.
Bro went back to watch the
I
video.
no, I don't know. I think I watched the clip or something of it, and I was all like, "It's ella. It was her. It was meant to be."
Meant to be for what?
Damn.
Fucking dog, bro.
Okay.
Damn, bro went back to every single music video and shit.
Yeah. I think Musica Mexicana generational run is over. 2022
Damn.
to 2025.
Okay.
For real.
Another good question. Let's just say Musica Mexicana dies, and there's another,
Never will.
another. Okay,
kidding. I'm just
has a little slump, a bad slump. Crashes.
Whoa.
Do we keep talking about Musica Mexicana, or we start going to what's trending? What do you guys think?
Oh, like us personally?
Us personally.
I don't know.
Oh, you mean like corridos are over and like cumbias
Like,
popping?
like Cumbia
Yeah,
Kings
like-
are back?
Like, you start fucking talking about cumbia too?
Damn, I don't know. I didn't thought about
honestly,
that far.
I love cumbia.
I love
I
every
like
genre.
that.
I'm
They're
down
gonna be like fucking
No,
hop.
honestly, I like fucking Grupo Cual, like Cual, abuelito, soy
I know. Rest in peace.
Like, what if fucking country starts hitting? Like,
I would go back to my job. I don't like country.
damn.
I just fucking do vlogs and shit.
There you guys go. Let us know what you guys think. Like,
I would live stream.
No. If música me, fuck.
No, it's not gonna happen. Don't bring those
I'm
bad
not saying-
vibes,
I'm not
Jason.
saying-
Don't bring
bad
the bad
vibes,
vibes on
Theo-
God, bro.
theoretically,
I know
like,
you always bring some bad vibes. Like, dude, guys, what happens if like a car just crashes into our Airbnb and like we just can't make it to Coachella no more?
I never said that.
I'm just bad vibes.
I like to ask good questions to see where your guys' brains at.
Anything else you guys want to talk about?
Oh, okay.
That fucking hairline.
I have one more question. Do you guys think Javi is going to make a comeback this year? I feel like a lot of people talked about like his little slump too, which I don't hate on Javi because having hits back to back is almost like super impossible.
Look.
Because his hits were like almost like Ella Baila Sola level. It was like
Yeah.
back
He's the
to
only
back to
Mexican
back.
artist to have a number one by himself. The only other one is Ella Baila Sola.
And La Bebe. And
La Bebe
Corona,
was
but they were all collabs.
Yeah,
No, but I really want to give props to Javi because he was the only one to kind of like break that barrier and be the new guy to put himself with the top dogs for a little bit, at least.
Yeah,
I know he went down, but like,
No, but he went down, but he didn't go down like crazy.
no,
like,
he didn't. He
level down,
didn't.
'cause
Like, he just hit a slump, like
he was
you got
like
a flat tire
average. He
type
was like average with like other artists,
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
Like-
like Javi. Where the fuck Javi at?
I think he's a good artist. Honestly, guys, Javi gets a lot of hate, but I think his music's good.
Like
I think
the
he's-
song with Manuel Turizo did really good.
Yeah, what are his monthly listeners looking like?
16.6.
I don't think that's bad at all.
No,
It went down a lot, but
It's a lot, but I think he peaked, I don't know, 40-ish. Yeah, but I mean,
That's crazy,
But
though.
Peso's like at 42, he peaked at 55. 59, I think. Something.
No, Javi had a little bit more for sure.
I don't know.
It's to be determined.
And he's
wouldn't
dropping
want-
his song with Neton too. And that was
You know what? I would definitely want to do another podcast with Javi. I think we've had the opportunities to record with him, but let's just say it wasn't ideal. It wasn't good content. So I would want to rerun it back and have like a good conversation with him,
Yeah,
Just like, the old times, before he was like big and famous. Like, I want to have those type of vibes here on this table.
Have you noticed that it's been harder now to do interviews? Like
Hell yeah.
Podcasters. Now we have to go through a publicist. Now we can't ask what we want.
Now you can't ask like
now
how many.
you have to, if you ask what you want, you have to cut shit off. Now if you do an interview, and I'm not complaining, I'm just saying how things are now. Now, you have to like they'll send you like, okay, talk about this, and you're like, oh
Yeah,
shit.
that's fucking whack.
I was saying that to not hate, But,
Yeah, or like they'll show you pointers that you could talk about, and it's only like
Do you
only
think-
ask him about his upcoming tour. Only ask him what cities he's gonna be performing at. Only ask him about his album.
Do you think it's fair for us to like put our own rules? Like, you want to be on our platform, then fuck your list.
You could of course you could do that, but it depends on what level in life
Yeah.
you are.
like if you told PESO's team that, they're gonna be like, all right, then fuck you,
Yeah,
But there's
But a Joe Rogan's gonna be like, okay, you're coming on. Like we're talking about this. No, okay, anyway. Kanye's on.
That's
not
why.
you.
That's why we need to level up, guys. Because I feel like you don't want to ask the normal questions. Like, I want to know how many fucking, like, if you got cheated on ever before.
Okay,
like,
okay.
funny stories. Like
I
that.
thought about okay. So let's say we have
Like, how many
Luis-
bitches you fucked?
Why?
I'll see. Jason, like you're gonna ask.
I know. I wouldn't ask that.
This guy swears. All right, what were you saying?
I was gonna say okay. Let's say we have unfiltered Luis Serre right here after all this happened. Give me one question that you would ask him.
¿Y si te chingó tu esposa bien?
You know what? Maybe we shouldn't have those interviews. What the fuck? What do you mean by that?
Like, I guess. Oh, we'll cut that out. Like, I meant to say, like,
Cut that out.
Or the time they kidnapped him, be like, oh, like what actually happened,
like, did he get beat up like pretty bad by his wife and her friends?
Well, yeah, I didn't see his face.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Did you guys see
God
the video
damn.
where his wife went in?
I totally forgot about that, to be
Yeah, the
honest.
video. And
That's what I was referring to.
they-
but I mean,
they
I think
ended
I
up
said it
from the
wrong.
outside.
Yeah, maybe the artists don't need a publicist. That's a crazy ass question.
Yeah, but that's gonna go viral. Just kidding.
Damn. I was just gonna say I would ask how he felt when they fucked his instruments up.
Oh,
That's a whack ass question, bro.
I guess.
yeah, it's getting tougher for.
All right, then, guys, close it out.
All right, guys, that is the end of today's episode. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and also follow us on Instagram if you guys haven't, or TikTok. And if you guys are listening on Spotify, don't forget to rate us a 5-star, or on Apple Podcasts, or on Tidal, or iHeartRadio, or
Oh, iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio. Fucking love
Cha-ching,
iHeartRadio.
cha-ching, cha-ching. And then also, Chewy's trying to go to Ivan Cornejo concert with a baddie. So if you're baddie, lock in.
bitch.
Clip that up, Brandon.
Just kidding.
Yeah, but if you're a girl with good intentions, a good heart that loves Ivan Cornejo, that's trying to go for free with Chewy, slide into his DM, send him a little something, send him a like, hey, where you been? Even though you have never like talked to him in his life.
Be like, ¿qué onda, perdido?
Yes, Eddie, Maddie, Simon, ¿qué onda, perdido? And like you guys never seen each other, but look, this is a good opportunity for you to go to a concert with him. He'll pick you up, he'll drive you back. He has
Chewy's like, not if it's far.
for a choice like only if it's like in the way.
Only if
Motherfucker
it's far,
Chewy. Yeah, so he'll pick you up, he'll take you to the concert.
On
and
Uber
everything.
Black. On Uber Black.
Most
Black
likely,
is
most likely we'll go together. So any girl that's trying to lock in with Chewy right there, even if it's just for the night, ¿qué onda perdido?
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Peace out. Ooh.